You could lane it up. You were laying it up.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Shane Davis.
And I am Brandon Fountain, and we are the Controlled Burn.
That's right, bud.
What's up, man?
You know, brother, today's been a tough day, brother. I just want to shout out to everybody and tell everybody that all the OKCTLEX out there, brother, are working really hard to come together to make sure we solve this bug problem, brother. Rest in peace, Hulkamania. He actually passed away this morning. I was really sad.
For sure. Rest in peace, Hulk. Also, the fact that you've called our fans and listeners about
worked, didn't it?
5 different names, I'm loving it, bro. we got the Bernians, the Berniacs, the...
One of them is going to stick.
One time. It's just
I'm just going to keep tossing them out there until something hits.
You going to keister? What?
I'm going to keister, dude. So, are we going to jump right into it? Tell you what
I'm going to do.
Tell me
I want to right here at the very beginning. I just want to say one thing, just real quick. Just want to say one thing.
Talk to me.
If you're a fan, listener, hate us, and you're watching because you're a hater, which is, apparently,
I love it.
Giddy up. I just want to say one thing again. I know we've talked about it several times, folks. But if you can't tell by our extended vocabulary and our, clearly just the brawn we have and, the look. I mean, we look like scientists. I get it. But we're not fucking scientists. We're not a scientist. Now, you couldn't make a half a scientist if you put us both together. Okay?
At least once per episode, I try to make it very clear that we are, in fact, dumb. We don't do the science stuff at the lab.
No, and I've got some great news for you guys. You're in no danger of us ever touching anything science-related on your samples.
It's not dependent upon us, I promise.
Because we'd be fucked if that was the case.
But, in the same hand, like, if you take our exceptional staff and put them, in this side or on this, show, and you gotta entertain and be funny, it would be very informational, and it just maybe, wouldn't be...
It'd be boring as shit.
That haha, in which we're gonna have a couple of our awesome scientists on the show periodically, but that's not what we're doing here.
Feel uncomfortable.
Like, I know we have something. I wouldn't say it's going viral, but it's going.
Definitely.
We're kind of getting called out in some of the cannabis groups. The entire clip.
Well, let's be clear. It's not. We're not being called out on a grand scale. There's a
no
single person, and I'm not going to go naming names.
Well, and I'm not even mad at it because you can tell that he didn't watch the show. Like 100%. He saw a clip and took like the title and like maybe watched a 30-second clip, but he didn't watch the show, which is fine. I get it. A lot of people fall victim to that, and it's kind of a lot of the people in like our parents' generation. Like, how many times like a month I'll talk to one of my parents, and they're like, "Man, did you see XYZ?" I'm like, "Wasn't real. That was AI."
Yeah,
you got 100%. You got boomed.
Yep,
you got boomed.
So let me just say, 2 episodes ago, Shane talked about having butthole worms. That's probably why everybody knows, and you'll see the sign. And we've immortalized that episode forever now. However,
mortifying, but
the whole reason the butthole worms got brought up is because we had a grow that had a fail for pesticides. And anytime one of our customers fails, if they want help, or if they're curious, or they don't trust the data, or whatever, we will absolutely help them work through a problem. That's what we're here to do.
That's
what we've been preaching. That's why we set ourselves apart from some of these labs in the state, because it's not a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, one-night stand when you drop your test off. If you'll have us, we'll encroach in your personal life and be your friends and help you with shit.
Well, and it's not us gathering this information. No, we're very, very fortunate to where we have a team that we believe in, that we depend on, and that we lean on. And in every different department in our company, we have somebody who is very exceptional in their specific lane. And anytime we have an issue, whether it be a pesticide problem, a bug problem, a mold problem, we defer to our experts.
Yeah,
and
the people that went to college.
they will help the client, they'll help us, and we try to, pay attention and keep up in those conversations.
Yeah.
A lot of times we fall short, which I'm not even going to say what kind of bug it was, because my dumbass, I said at least 4 different bugs.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said at least four
Like,
different bugs during that.
I took what they said, and the whole point was a disclaimer as to be careful when you're buying pesticide products, because a lot of these products are national brands, and they are not compliant to each and every state's rules and regulations. If you look at each and every state, the pesticide fail limits, they might be close, some of them might be the same, but there are a lot of differences as to what you are allowed to fail for in the parts per million or parts per billion.
There are products that claim to be organic and pesticide-free that have failed for pesticides when we've tested them. So you just can't be too careful. That's why I say you should R&D. That's why we dode so heavily on R&Ding, so you know what you have. But at this particular grow, they were walking back to their head what could have happened in their process.
Well, the only thing they did
where
differently
pesticides
was
got
they
introduced,
bought these bugs.
and they bought these bugs, and that was the only thing different that they thought in their head happened. Now, does it sound believable to us? No, probably not. Probably not the bugs that caused the fail. However, if the customer believes that, I'm willing to entertain it. And if all it does is mean I have to run a test on some bugs, then by God, I'm going to run a test on some bugs to show them that is or isn't the problem. Obviously, that was not the problem. Okay? So
no, in this
don't
specific
listen to that
situation,
clip and think that we're out here spreading information that don't buy bugs because they're putting pesticides in your products.
Take ivermectin. It will save you. It will cure cancer if you take ivermectin.
Can I tell you something?
Thank you, Joe Rogan.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I've been kind of...
I forgot Baby Joe.
I felt it. Huh? God dang it.
I know, dude. I have a baby Joe Rogan.
He needs to be here.
He says...
He would have gave us power.
Stockton. I don't want to finish it. I started to say it, and I was like, man, I'm going to reel it back a little bit. I don't got Jono in today to buzz me.
That's the buzzer we use when you answer questions wrong.
Stockton, mother... Thank you. Thank you. See? Controlled burn.
Come on,
How about it?
Come on, Berniac.
So, we just wanted to clear that up. But I'm not hating. I'm not mad. I think it's, honestly, any engagement for me is pretty cool.
Let's go.
It's kind of awesome. I've got people, customers of mine that have been texting me, because we do a lot of these shows like backwards, like kind of behind. I think right now we're fairly caught up.
Yeah, I think we're shooting to what today? It'll post tomorrow, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, so right now we're caught up. There were in the past we were, like a couple weeks behind on how we were doing it. So, I forget a lot about what we say on here. Honestly, like just about as soon as I walk out of here, I'll forget exactly what I said. Because I've had a few people that are like, you were wrong there. I'm like, probably. Like, you are probably right. And that's why we have the email. David. And we're very open to being wrong. Yeah. Like that's one thing. Like we're not those guys that are going to be stuck on we have to be right. If we're wrong, tell us.
Cool.
I like to learn. I mean, I'm constantly trying to learn more and more about any and everything I can. And this world that we're living in is no different. Like the rules are changing month to month. What's okay, 2 years ago is not okay today. And if you're not growing, evolving, learning, then you're just going to kind of fall behind. So please bring the hate, bring the questions. We'll try to answer them to the best of our abilities. And if we can't, and don't come if you come at us just like talking shit, yeah, man. I mean, we probably won't respond to that. But if you genuinely come at us with a hey, I think this is where you missed. Yeah, bro, we're going to shout you out probably. And we're going to correct it on here because this is a funny show. We're trying to be fun. It is fun, but
this is relief from this is relief for us from a stressful week.
Oh, dude,
we have I
was looking forward to today, like today, which I look forward to it most of the time. There's been a couple times where I was like, ugh, here we go.
Yeah,
but that's because what we do is pretty damn stressful. Like today, we're near the end of the week. Results are very important. We understand that you guys have got to get your testing done so you can get your orders out before the weekend. It's very important to you. It's very important to us. And it's been a hell of a day. I think I've talked to about 20 of my clients today that are like, hey, so where are we at? And we're within our 3 business day tolerance. We're 3 to 5 business days locked in. If there doesn't have to be a retest or any of that nonsense. We're very locked in, but it's that time of the week. So today, we usually shoot on Wednesdays. Today's a Thursday shoot. John O.
Man.
Neat Media.
Happy birthday to you,
Mr. President.
Mr. President of the company?
Yes. No, he's in Mexico.
New Mexico.
Oh,
Nuevo Mexico.
He's in New Mexico? What do you do in New Mexico? So I grew up in California.
They don't have anything there, do they?
But all my family was here. So about once a year, we would make that drive from Tulsa to California. And every time we got into New Mexico, we locked the doors.
Really?
Dude, it's like the culture shift. And this is, years ago. I'm talking when I was a child, so like 20 years ago, but or more.
I was about to say, 20 years ago, you'd have been 15, brother.
25, 30 years
ago.
Yeah,
so you've been 17, sorry.
So I'm sure there's, quite a difference. But at that time, it was literally like, as soon, because it goes from, like Oklahoma, like trees and wilderness and whatnot, to desert. Like it is.
Yeah. And it happens rather quickly.
Yeah. Like you get through it. You're there. And yeah, but New Mexico was always like from New Mexico back home was doors locked. You're not rolling loose. Like it's one thing I had to get my wife on. Like when we moved to Owasso, and we live in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like Owasso is a pretty nice community. My kids love it. The schools are great.
Not a very high crime rate going on in Owasso.
No, but it's still, you're in a city.
Sure.
And where I grew up locking my doors.
Yeah.
I grew up like she's used to having her friends and family. They just would, show up at your house, walk on in, say hi.
Mm-hmm.
That'll get shot where I grew up. Like, that's not. Oh, bro, my son about got shot last night.
What?
Dude, 11 o'clock at night. 11 p.m. We're sitting in our living room, and I think everybody's, in bed. The house is done. And then boom, 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 boom on the back door. Not the front door.
What the hell's wrong with him?
The back door at 11 p.m. I'm like, oh God. I'm like, whoa. And she's like, who is that? Like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, and so, and not even thinking, I literally just, and flung the door open, and I was ready to meet the beast.
Yeah.
And it was him. He's like, hey, you locked me out. I'm like, why are you outside, bro? He's like, oh, I just wanted to go lay on the trampoline and, look at the stars. And I have a very loose midnight bedtime, summer break during the week.
Break, I get it.
But yeah, scared the shit out of me.
We don't get serious around getting back on the schedule until about 3 weeks or so before school starts. Try to get them back in the flow, but
2.5 weeks away from school starting. I think Owasso starts the 15th-ish.
Shit, yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're there. I think my youngest baby, my little birdie baby, her birthday is the 5th.
Baby bird.
And then after her birthday is when we lock back down. We got I got to get back on a better schedule cuz like when the kids are out, it's pretty loose around my house. Cameron is not the kind of person that sleeps in usually. She's been sleeping in a little bit lately. And when we get back at it, like I think the first bus leaves at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, ugh, like I'm rough. I'm not ready for it. I hate mornings.
I gotta have Sky at school. She has to be at school. See, she can't take a bus. That's the problem.
Right. Or you go to the
we
town
live in
over.
Skytook, but she goes to school in Sperry, which it's not a far drive. It's like 10 minutes ish.
Just farther than they're gonna do a bus.
Yeah, it's farther than they'd run the bus route. But yeah, I think she has to be at school at 8 on the dot.
No, dude, the elementary school in Owasso, they don't start school till like 9.
Damn.
Like they go from 9 to 3 something. I'm like, that's kind of great.
Yeah, sure. She gets out at 2:15. So
yeah, they might go an hour longer, but I would much rather go an hour longer and sleep in an extra hour because I'm very much like if I have to be out the door by 9, I'm waking up at 8:30, and I mean, jumping in the shower. I gotta take a shower.
Hey, dude, it's so hard for me. I try to take a shower at nighttime sometimes, like, especially during the summer because I'm fat. So I take a shower twice anyway because
me too.
I'm fat.
But
like sometimes, like, if I'm in a hurry or I wake up late or whatever, if I took a shower the night before, I'm like, man, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'd go. And
I
surely throughout the day I'll be like, man, I feel dirty.
I do it to wake up. If I don't take a shower in the morning, my whole day's ruined.
I usually do Red Bulls.
I have to wake up. I gotta shower and I gotta stretch. Like I've got to do, and I do both of those, at the same time. But speaking of that, so we are July 1st. We started a weight loss competition. I wanted to give a little update on this,
okay?
Because your boy has been going down a rabbit hole. I'm down a little over than 20 pounds since July 1st.
It's all water weight. I don't give a shit.
Y'all can eat my ass. It definitely was some water weight. And what's crazy is I took a picture. It's kind of a fuckboy picture, but I took a picture of me working out like the first week of this competition. And I remember when I took the picture, I had my shirt off. Daddy was feeling himself a little bit. I was like, yeah, bud, I look good. I took a picture last night after my workout, and your boy, there's quite a difference there. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, I felt like I looked good there, and I looked terrible there. But, so I've got a few people in my ear that have been trying to help me and walk me through little things that I can do to kind of tighten up my my diet and what I'm doing here. The first thing is I've been intermittent fasting, which has been pretty easy.
That's amazing.
Late at night, it kind of sucks because that's when I like to munch. But I've been doing like 16-hour fasts every day. But I keep hearing people that are doing these 48-hour, like it's like 24 to like 4 or 5 day fasts, which is insane, right? So I had the brilliant idea.
I had a really good picture of you, but I can't find it. I was going to ask you if it was better than that one, but
I don't even want to know.
It's pretty good.
So yesterday, the last time I ate a meal was 4 o'clock, and I decided, I was like, I am going to do a 48-hour fast, and this is going to be easy. And usually when I put my head to something, like I get pretty locked in on it, and that's what I'm going to do. And everybody tells me you drink water, coffee, like black coffee or unsweet tea, and then you supplement with electrolytes. Like if you're really hungry and you hadn't eaten and you start getting that like brain fog, that heavy bodiness, they say that's due to electrolyte depletion, right? So I bought this salt that's supposed to, replenish you real quick. And so I've made it to about 20 hours. And bro, like D, shout out D, very impressive processing. I went and talked to her earlier today. She's great. I'm twice the human now than I was when I met with her. And I told her then, I was like, I'm sorry if I seem like I'm on drugs, but I'm dumb right now. Like my brain is just not firing, and I'm doing this fast. And then I call my guy that's kind of like helping me through this nutrition journey I'm trying. And he's like, yeah, just take a pinch of that salt. I'm like, bro, I've eaten like 7 pinches of that salt since I left my house, and it's not working. He's like, oh, well, go get some Pedialyte. And I'm like, okay. I get the Pedialyte. I drink it. Feel a little better. Still, I'm like, there's no shot that I can do this podcast or do my job properly feeling the way that I feel, because I felt stupid. Like I literally just felt like I couldn't
complete a thought.
Right.
Yeah,
I kept missing words. Like it was weird, dude. It was weird. And so finally I gave in. I drank a protein shake, and your boy just bounced right back. Like it was crazy. So I made it 20 hours. 20 hours isn't 48 hours. I don't like it. Like everybody acts like it's not a big deal. It fucking sucks, bro. And if I'm doing something wrong, hit the email, shoot me a text message. I want to know, because I want to try it. They keep talking about how great it is for your mental. Like, and it's like, release a lot of the toxins that you store in your body. Like it's supposed to be really good for you, but how do you do it while also not getting fired from your job for being a jackass. Like, help.
Dude, I've been falling down the rabbit hole of since the whole butthole worm debacle. I've been kind of reading up on intestinal parasites, and man,
it'll ruin your day.
Listen, dude, I'm really thinking about trying. I know you said it earlier as a joke, but I'm kind of thinking about taking some ivermectin.
So
I know some people that take it pretty regularly.
I'm not going to out. I'm not going to say any names on this because this is private business, but I wasn't even going to bring this up until you brought it up. But I'm very, 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 very much considering taking it also. Mm-hmm. And I had somebody reach out to me because of my butthole worm dilemma, or I guess not dilemma, but situation.
Yeah,
it was a dilemma, but I had somebody reach out to me, and they were like, "If you are open to it, I will send you a picture of the worm that came out of me in the last 30 days." So
what?
They fell down this rabbit hole, started taking ivermectin, and hold on, pause. We are not telling anybody to go fucking take any kind of pharmaceutical drug.
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Not a goddamn doctor, just so we're clear.
Yeah, nope. Make sure if any part of this gets clipped, you also clip the part that says, we're not doctors, we're not saying do this.
We need a disclaimer underneath.
That just constantly scrolls over talking.
Jackasses.
Yeah.
Jesus
Christ.
No, so he started taking ivermectin.
It's a he.
No, it's not.
We just eliminated 50%.
Right. Fuck. That's better than Thanos. No, so literally started taking it, and within a few days, I mean, he showed me his stool. Like, it's a pretty graphic picture. But I mean, I'm telling you, bro, this worm is like a few feet long.
Get out of here.
Like, it literally, he said that he started. Dead.
You seen it with your eyeballs.
Hold on. I'm not going to show it on the show.
Yo, you have the picture?
Oh, yeah. Can you see my phone?
I'm getting sick to my stomach.
Okay. Me and the wife been putting some content on this old phone, bro. Ain't trying to get put out.
One slip up with that, brother, and there's dead. Done. Never happening again.
Done. I ain't going down for y'all. Hold on, I gotta crop out the name.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, it's fair.
Well, I mean, the world will see.
I might.
Okay.
It was Matthew Phillips. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Boom. That's 3 days after taking ivermectin for the first time in their life. Yeah, but that's a butthole worm. If I ever seen a butthole worm, that's like the worms I was talking about were like little baby worms. That's a worm, dog.
I need to scroll in.
So in I didn't double check this at all. I have no idea if what I'm about to say is true at all. But I was also told that anytime you hear your stomach growl,
hey man, quit playing with me.
Anytime you hear a growling in your tummy, that's not you. That is a worm inside of you.
I can't believe that.
Here's the thing. Like I said, I didn't look it up. I was told that.
Looking it up.
Please look it up. Jamie, look it up. This is when we need Little Joe to come on and just spout some knowledge. Gosh, I can't believe I forgot Little Joe. Oh, while you're looking it up.
Kneel before Galactus.
I wanted to show all of our Berniacs.
Okay.
This is the Fantastic Four Galactus popcorn bucket. When you go watch Fantastic Four, just know that you will not see this.
Because you can't get one.
Because they only had 6 per location that they dropped, and we got 2 of them.
Yeah.
And the people behind us was buying them too.
And I'm fixing to post it on Facebook Marketplace for $500 if you want one.
If you want one, there will be one
available.
Of
them will be available, not
this
2,
one
because Shane is a trinket man, and he will hold on to trinkets forever, and I am a piece of shit and will flip it in a heartbeat.
Bro, they're going to heist me. Now that they know this is at my house, they're going to find me. They're going to heist it, bro.
If you hadn't said that, they would have thought it was here.
I have guns. And a dog.
He almost pulled it on his son.
My dog's a pug, but...
And now CPS is being called.
Right. Knock.
Hold on a second. So, first thing first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. The intestinal walls contract and relax in a wave-like rhythm to mix and squeeze the food through the intestines so it can be digested. This process is known as peristalsis.
Nailed it.
And could cause abdominal noises like stomach growling. It can occur several hours after eating and even at night when you're trying to sleep. So, whoever told you that is full of shit. But the buttworm, is that an actual... Bro, no way that's a worm.
That's a worm.
I will say, it looks worm-like, but it had a lot of extras than,
No, it's a worm that just came out of
I'm Googling it.
A butthole. So there's shit on it. But
the whole thing I'm talking about is it had like little tentacles coming off of the worm body. It looks like a piece of...
Well, you know how many species of worm there are?
Well, correct. I'm with you. But I'm telling you right now, bro, if I take ivermectin and I shit that out, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Are you going to bring it to the show?
If I'm able to walk and move after, but not in complete shock, then I will absolutely try to.
What is it that they put when you see old biology labs? They'll have a
formaldehyde.
Yeah. We need to do that with your worm.
I don't have a
dude. Let's both take it, and we'll see who has the biggest worm. We can have a worm.
That's for sure gonna be me.
It's probably gonna be you. It's probably gonna be you.
I got a bigger body. I can house a bigger worm. That didn't sound right at all. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna leave that alone. Not even go back to that. Man, I'm really messed up right now, dude. Now my brain feels like it's not working right because I just seen a worm that was incredibly too big for a human body, and it came out of a human body allegedly. I need to talk to this person.
Oh, I've got another fun thing that happened.
I need you to connect me with that person.
I will. Okay. Yeah, I will. Definitely.
Call them, make sure it's cool, and then tell them to call me, text me, because I have questions. And I need advice.
So what we need to do...
I'm just not going to look at my shit for the next month.
No, we need to talk to Susan. We need to ask her where her brain ticks on it. Well, I want to know what she thinks about ivermectin specifically. That would be... I'm sure she has an opinion, and I'd like to hear it. But me and you have both been playing Call of Duty since day one. We were there at the very beginning. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2... was one of the best games of all time.
I was about to say, that's not the beginning.
No, it was the second. Yeah. The second beginning. But no, so Call of Duty, as of early this week, gamers have logged more than 25 billion hours of gameplay, which is more than 2.85 million years, surpassing the entire timeline of human history by a lot. By a lot.
That's cool.
Pretty wild. That's kind of incredible, but I haven't played Call of Duty in a few years. I've skipped quite a lot of them. The one that I'm seeing right now that seems to be taking all the hearts and minds. Have you seen what's it called? Have you seen me or no? Ready or Not. Ready or Not. Have you seen that?
I have not.
It is a new game that just came out, and you are a SWAT team.
Now that sounds fun.
Well, apparently it's incredible. Apparently,
what's it called?
Ready or Not. It is. I have not. Haven't even seen gameplay on it. I've heard about it about 7 times this week, and it is really piquing my. Because it's giving me Rainbow Six vibes, and I loved Rainbow Six.
Oh, bro, it literally were just released on July 15th for console. So it's been out on a PC, which is most games.
Apparently, it has you'll raid child predator homes. Or there'll be an active school shooting going on.
Oh, the address will be or it'll be a legitimate? Are you saying, or just
no
in the game?
In the game? Okay. Yeah, no, you're going after some really bad people.
For some reason, I thought you were talking about it was
ready up
actual predators they've used off the list. Damn,
breach.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. No, that's one. I got my new headset. I'm trying to.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fun. Okay, so Call of Duty is very for
Call of Duty
non-gamers.
is what it is.
It's made up. Like now, granted, it used to be a lot more realistic, and now they've gotten very future-y because like, what else is there to go to, right? But
it's a run and gun. It's not realistic at all. You're moving.
So this is very
tactical.
tactical.
There's
another game that everybody was on forever. It's starts with a T, or Ghosts of Tabor. Is that what I'm thinking of, or is that a VR game?
I'm so far removed from current games right now. Like I've really just been waiting for what's that? The great number 6. Grand Theft Auto. That's the one I've been like. Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. That game's not the one I'm thinking of. Anyway, but there's a game that everybody's been talking about. It's it came out on PC, and I don't even think it's on console. Maybe on console now, but it's like very real, and like you watch gameplay, and you can like, it's weird because, like you run with a team. There's usually at least 1 or 2 persons that are, being rambunctious and running out there, and this is like you can't do that. Like you get shot 1 time and you're dead, or you get shot 2 times and you're dead. So it's not like Call of Duty at all, where you got a plate on and you can eat 2 rounds or 2 clips. 2 clips. Wow, 2 magazines.
Man,
I know.
Blood
clips. Good Lord. Have mercy.
Next thing you're gonna say is Qatar. Cachet.
It's Cutter.
I did want to make it a point to toss this out, and this kind of pertains to nothing, but we've got those new emergency rules that dropped fairly recently. I'm sure we'll have more in 2 weeks from now, and then 2 weeks after that, and blah blah blah. Be on top of your packaging requirements. It's something that they are very much so paying attention to. And a birdie told a birdie that told another birdie that told a birdie that's a friend of mine, birdie, that to very much so pay attention to what you're receiving in if you are a dispensary, because a lot of the time they're going to find that on an inspection. And apparently what they're doing, which I've said apparently a lot this episode. I'm trying, I'm conscious of it, and I'm trying to not say that word. But man, I just want to say it so much. But it's one of those things that if they see the something wrong in their entire order is wrong as far as packaging goes, then they could allegedly or possibly go into that metric and see all the other dispensaries that this was sent to, and then you could have an agent knocking on your door to address the problem. Because at the end of the day, that just makes it easy if they're wanting to pass out violations and fines, or if they're they are very much so going after a lot of people right now for technicalities. There was a big black market push for the first half of the year, and it seems like we're kind of transitioning into the finer details. A lot of straw ownership cases going on right now, and a lot of just paperwork issues, packaging. So read the fine print, really 100%. Dig deep. And I know, so I've got a friend at Metric, and he was telling me that I believe it's called Metric Expert is the tool.
Okay, I haven't heard of that.
I will clarify and try to update it on here, but I believe he said it was called Metric Expert. But if you have this app, and it's provided by Metric, that you can actually type in a very a couple words pertaining to what rule you're trying to look for.
Metric Expert.
Yeah, and it'll tell you how to get there, and it'll tell you why you've got to do this and how. So I know it's hard to get through on the phone sometimes with Metric. It's hard to get a straight answer a lot of times. But if you use this Metric Expert, it really, really, really will help you, and you won't have to sit on the phone forever trying to get something figured out.
That's actually really cool. I read it's kind of an AI powered thing. It's supposed to be pretty.
Oh, cool!
Pretty cool. I just did.
You should talk about that thing that you just found, unless you don't want to.
No, we just talked about it last episode.
Oh, did we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we put it on the screen?
Yeah. You're right. Yeah,
that thing is
incredible.
Great. We've used it lot.
Because it's only pulling from the information you're feeding.
Only from the database you give it, which I love.
Like I had my chatbot. I love my chatbot. My chatbot's got a name. He knows Breezy? My kids. Breezy. He's my guy.
He's pretty cool. He's not as cool as Magnus, but he's cool.
But he will tell me.
He'll lie like a mofo.
Yeah, he'll tell me very wrong.
Not real. Not like, you know. And you can always see like why. Like it's never like it's happening intentionally. It's just usually a misunderstanding or they're.
You worded something a certain way. Or, I mean, I think I said this before on the show when we were talking about this, but I literally had, we were watching a television, like a series, like a show, and I didn't want to spoil the show for me, but I was kind of like, I basically was like, so does this guy's story end in like a bad way type thing? And Breezy Brazzle was like, well, actually, what happens is this person and that person, and I was like, stop, right? So I watched this whole series with my wife, waiting for this thing to happen that never happened. Like it not even close to it happened. I was like, oh, you just kind of made that up. Like maybe, like it was like a Reddit blog or like somebody's like fantasy world version of what we were watching. But yeah, it told me.
ChatGPT is not perfect, but it is real cool.
Anyways, nothing happened here. No. We're just a moving and jiving and juking.
Definitely nothing.
The old control burn just back at it, never left.
No awkwardness.
Kept going the whole time.
This is one steady shot. We definitely did not take a 20-minute break.
Not at all. If I had to say, we almost did a not break. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Kept going, and then and here we are, just right in the flow of things. So, yeah, I did want to tell a story.
Okay, tell a story.
You got it in you for a story?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
And, so, like, we've been doing the whole weight loss thing, and I think just, like, immediate, like, been having a lot of diet changes and a lot of working outs and not eating a whole lot, and I don't know. I got too hot right there.
I've had a lot of, I've been pated a lot, bro. There's been a lot of patedness going on. I don't like it.
I've been drinking, like, sugar-free things because I don't just only drink water. I do drink a lot more water now than I used to.
That's good.
But everything terribly sugary that I drink, which was a lot because, I'm a fat ass and I drink my calories.
Right.
Because I have this tiny little stomach. I have a big belly but a tiny tummy. And,
you got big eyes.
Big eyes.
Little belly.
Yeah. I think I get to ordering food. I'm like, I'm going to go ham.
No, you're the world's worst to take to a Chinese buffet.
I ate 6 bites and I'm like, I'm full. Yeah. But no, so I've replaced everything with sugar-free things. And man, there's been a couple times in my life recently, like in the last 2 weeks, where I'm like, I feel like the sugar-free stuff's making me sick. I kind of think that's part of it. I don't know.
I don't know. I remember with Diet Coke, what was it, the aspartame or whatever?
Aspartame and
that was like the one they said was the big negative.
Yeah, but that's supposed to be because I mean, there's disclaimer: we are not scientists.
Right.
Allegedly, there is
OKCTL does not stand by this opinion.
OKCTL does not endorse these words that these idiots are saying. No, allegedly aspartame is linked to Alzheimer's and other like brain conditions. It's Alzheimer's and something else. But they've been able to actually show like trends in
what else is that in besides Diet Coke? Just like diet sodas?
Everything, like a lot of diet. So like it's
because zero sugar products is a fairly new thing.
Pretty much artificial sweeteners. A lot of them will contain aspartame. Like I believe Splenda has aspartame in it, and I want to say another artificial sweetener brand. I want to say there's 2 big brands that have aspartame in as like the ingredient. What sweeteners use aspartame? Partame. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so, bro. NutraSweet, Equal, and Sugar Twin are aspartame sweeteners. I thought Splenda was, too.
Man, as a kid, we'd go to church, and then after church, we'd go to Red Robin a lot of the time.
Red Robin.
Dude, bottomless fries, bro. And
they have really good fries.
You guys have got to chill out with being stingy on those bottomless fries. It's been a while since I've been to Red Robin, but the last time I went, they'd come back with 4 fries. And I was like, hey, man, like, do you want to just keep doing this? Or do you want to load us up?
Man, COVID put a hurting on these restaurants.
Y'all getting tight on potatoes?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. But
the scam. I'm not talking about COVID being a scam.
No, so we would go to Red Robin. You got me.
Red Robin, yum.
Sorry. And my mom put me on this, but we would have, ghetto lemonades.
Oh, yeah.
Soft drinks, a little expensive.
Yeah.
And when you have a bunch of little kids running around. You're right. And so we would do water. Everybody would get an ice water. And then you get 2 sweet and lows and a lemon and squeeze that and mix it up in there. And, I mean, I haven't done it in a long time, but it was life as a child.
So good.
Like that was, I looked forward to having that when I go to play. But I never liked Splenda though. It was always the pink. I liked the pink one. The yellow one's trash.
I'm the opposite. I did not like sweet and low.
Really?
Yeah, hated sweet and low. Always.
Okay.
I liked the blue or the yellow. I always liked Splenda. That's been my favorite. But I did the blue as well. But I didn't do the pink.
I know we've got to take off. We got to wrap her up. We're right there at the end. I just wanted to share a little haha that we had this weekend, and it was pretty incredible.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Yo, boy, it was wild. So I was going to tell our wonderful producer and our good new friend Amy.
No, just let him hear
I was like, no, I want you guys. Let's do it on the show,
yeah.
Because it was quite incredible. It was quite the scene.
So let me preface before he tells this story by saying Shane got a. I don't want to go too far into this.
Yeah,
but Shane got a new really cool gadget that is a totally legal,
allegedly,
a totally legal replacement for cable, where you have this box and you subscribe to this service that you may or may not be able to buy on the internet, and you have to buy it from a sketchy individual via text message and pay with Bitcoin.
Allegedly,
but and it gives you a whole bunch of TV shows, a couple hundred. All the TV shows ever, all the channels in pretty much every major market, including the UK, Zimbabwe, and a bunch of other countries. And it also gives you, all the pay-per-views that you could want to watch.
I may or may not have a live stream of a Mecca.
Mecca?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got you.
It's pretty sweet.
Mecca.
Place never stops. It's kind of like Vegas, but
it's a big golden square, right? It's not a dome. That. It's like a square.
So I've got a CCTV of it, and it's just like almost like in a big lobby, kind of, but it's like a very nice looking lobby. But there's always people moving through there, like crowds of people.
That's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people make the big religious trek on that side of the world.
I think so. It's a black and gold square. It's big. I'm looking at it. It's like mainly black, but it's got a white or gold top with one solid gold stripe around it, and then one like broken up gold stripe around it.
If
it's pretty cool.
If I wouldn't, be beheaded, it'd be a cool thing to go see.
Makkah al Mukarramah is the actual name.
You might have put a curse on us.
The holiest city in Islam. It is located in the Hejaz region of Western Saudi Arabia and the capital of Mecca.
I know it's a very big deal, but it's kind of neat. So I've got this service. We had a little get together Saturday night to watch the retirement fight of the great Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway. Right. So we got together. Ended up our boss graciously hosted this little get together at his house. Made a seafood broil. It was fantastic.
Might I just add that the whole point of this was to watch the fights, get together, but our lab director, our current lab director, Cole, who is now taking a position, he has been forced, basically, not forced, but if he wanted his wife to continue to be a happy person, he had to move back to Oklahoma City. And so, obviously, the rules with OMA and, just in general with us, if we're going to have a lab director, he needs to be here every day because, he's directing the lab. But he has decided to take a step back as lab director, and he's going to be our quality director, and he's going to work remotely to be reviewing data And so we hired a new lab director. His name is Ben, and honestly, love that dude. He's great.
He's awesome.
He's super smart. And guess what his background is in? He's a microbiologist. Yippee-ki-yay. So now we have another reason to always explore micro fails, because we have a dude that literally studies it, and it's really cool.
No, he's a hammer. So
the whole reason was, sorry, I forgot to say.
Right.
Cole was his wife and kids have already moved back to the city, so he's just living in a empty big ass house until it sells.
He needed
with
some
a bed
and
a chair, and you could tell it's been weighing on his mental. And here's the thing, man. Me and Cole, we've butt heads a time or two. Cole's a little bit of an asshole. He doesn't mean to be, but he's just like, we're so disconnected because he's extremely smart and very, like, white and black. There is no gray, and he's very process driven and meticulous.
He's very analytical.
And I'm everything of the opposite of everything he is. But genuinely, outside of work, just personally, he's a great dude, and he means well, and he's a good guy. And I love him. Love that dude. And he's been down lately, and you could tell it's been like he's been wearing it all over his face that he's just, in probably not the greatest headspace with his family not being there every day. So me and Shane were like, you know what? We're going to love on that dude. We're gonna make sweet, sweet love to that man's brain and emotions, and no homo, obviously. But we're gonna, love on him. Clip it. We're gonna hang out with him and give him some bro time, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. And so we decided to get together and watch the fights, and me and Shane were already going to do it, but we said, you know what, let's make a deal out of it. Let's invite him over to our house, either mine or his, and then Matthew, we invited him, and he's like, man, I got a cooler house and an 85-inch TV. How about I'll host it? And we were like, giddy up. We don't have to clean up after. Let's do this. And so we all arrived. Cole did not come.
He did not.
He did not show up, so we had an event for Cole. And Cole did not show because I forgot that he had a funeral, and yeah. Anyway, and so to set the mood, we're all there. Shane brought his new toy TV box thing because this was a pay-per-view event, and Shane has it on this box.
Our boss provided the food in the house, and I provided the fights.
That is correct. And so to set the tone, we are all there. Shane hooks up the box, and me and him are standing in the back of the living room, and we're about to turn it on. Everybody's sitting around watching the TV, just waiting. Matthew is a very, very, him and his wife are very, very Christian people. Very, some of our jokes and our inappropriatism makes at least his wife very uncomfortable, I'm sure. And so as we're firing this up, Shane looks over at me and whispers a little bit of something in my ear, and I'm like, what? And he goes...
So what happened is I plug it in, and as soon as I plug it in and turn it on, I see just across the screen adult entertainment like flash by. And so I unplug it real quick, and I'm like, oh no. So with this awesome little device that I have, every time that you turn it on, it's broken into sections of live TV, on-demand TV, and movies. But every time you turn it on, it starts on the live TV part on the very last channel that you left off at. And apparently, I hadn't watched it in a few days, and I guess the last time I did, I might have been scrolling through the porn options. There's quite a lot on there. There's about 30,000 porn channels on this thing.
That's too much for...
It's a lot
too much. I gotta see them all.
A lowly man in his late 30s. That's a lot of stuff to filter through. So I realized that as everybody's sitting in the living room, and now the clock is a ticking because the pay-per-view starts at 9 p.m. and right now we're about at 9:04. Mm-hmm. So we're about to miss some stuff. Everybody is waiting on me to get this started, and I turn to old Brandon and I say, "Hey, bud, we're about to have a problem.
Get ready."
And so I didn't know what to do here. I was like, okay, well, all I can think to do is plug it in and skip over to the on-demand part as fast as I can, which isn't going to be that fast because it takes a few pages to get there. And I was like, help. I need a distraction. And I even at one point was like, don't you like need everybody to come look at something over by you? And you weren't quite 100% aware of what was going on yet.
I didn't understand.
And you were like, no. And I was like, well,
damn.
We're just going to do it. We're going to rip the old Band-Aid. And so I plugged the HDMI back in. And therefore, just everybody at this get-together. There were no children.
For a good 7 seconds.
Everybody made sure children were at babysitters for the night. So there were no children, but a pornographic video showed on that 85-inch TV for a good solid 10 seconds.
Which might I add, it was great quality TV.
It was great. It was
but yeah, it was just
1080p, 4K.
It was just a woman filleting another woman.
We don't got to go to the hard details. You know what I mean? We don't got to get all the way into it. But my wife just happened to be outside when this happened.
With mine.
You're right.
Pretty sure they were getting stoned.
Perfect. Like, I felt bad for her because she was like, you idiot. I'm like, yeah.
I went and told them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, immediately. But yeah, so that's how we started the UFC fights. At my boss's house, I put on a porno.
It was so awkward.
It was great.
It was awesome. I laughed. What else could you do?
Mrs. Phillips, I apologize for playing pornographic videos at your house.
Yeah, for sure.
It was an accident, and I'll try not to do it again. We'll try to leave the porn at
Shane's
home.
probably not ever going to be allowed to bring his TV box over again.
Right.
That's so funny.
That's all I've got today, brother.
Man, I don't have anything else. Is there anything else as far as cannabis related that people need to be aware of or know?
No, get out there. Orca has put out State Question 837. They did get the signature paperwork. They are going to start collecting signatures in the next week. So pay attention. Get out there. See where you can go sign up. Let's make this shit happen. Adult use. State Question 837. Let's go vote, baby.
Make cannabis great again.
That's right.
Yeah.